Solo Sikoa returning to WWE and confronting Jacob Fatu. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. Solo Sikoa returns to WWE and confronts Jacob Fatu. Bloodline civil war begins. The silence had been deafening. The Bloodline, in chaos. Roman Reigns, missing. Paul Heyman, betrayed. And Solo Sikoa, gone. Vanished from WWE without a trace, until now. Tonight, the Samoan storm has returned. And with him, comes a confrontation fans never imagined they'd witness. Solo Sikoa vs. Jacob Fatu. A battle of legacy. A war of blood. This is the beginning of a new chapter in the Bloodline saga. This is Solo Sikoa's return. Solo Sikoa returns to WWE and confronts Jacob Fatu. Bloodline civil war begins. The fallout of WrestleMania 41. It all began at WrestleMania 41. Roman Reigns lost everything. His Universal Championship, his grip on the Bloodline, his legacy. Solo Sikoa, once Roman's silent enforcer, had already grown distant. Tensions were rising backstage for months. Whispers of a new power struggle among the Samoan dynasty began swirling. But no one expected what came next. Solo disappeared. No word. No sightings. Nothing. WWE officials were tight-lipped. Paul Heyman refused to speak on it. Jey Uso shrugged it off. And Jimmy Uso, he was too busy picking up the pieces of his own fallout. But behind the scenes, something was brewing. Because in Solo's absence, Jacob Fatu arrived. The rise of Jacob Fatu. When Jacob Fatu signed with WWE, the entire wrestling world felt the tremor. The former MLW World Champion. The ferocious face of Samoan mayhem. A man once too dangerous for WWE's polished image. But now, unleashed. And he didn't come alone. Jacob Fatu arrived with a mission, to restore dominance to the Bloodline. Not Roman's version, not the Hollywood version, but the primal, untamed, tribal version. And fans saw the shift immediately. In his debut match on SmackDown, Jacob Fatu destroyed LA Knight in under 5 minutes. The week after, he annihilated Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, at the same time. His message was clear: I am the new alpha of the Bloodline. The crowd was stunned, but the locker room, terrified. Paul Heyman's dilemma. Paul Heyman tried to keep it together. Still the wise man, he appeared weakly, trying to steer the ship, but no one was listening. Jacob Fatu didn't respect Paul's authority. He didn't ask for advice. He didn't follow the rules. And then, on the May 17th episode of SmackDown, Jacob Fatu did the unthinkable. During a backstage promo, he grabbed Paul Heyman by the collar and snarled, "You're not my wise man." Heyman's face turned pale. The audience fell into a hush. This wasn't just a new member of the Bloodline, this was a hostile takeover. The mystery of Solo Sikoa. While Jacob Fatu's carnage escalated weekly, one name kept haunting the audience. Solo Sikoa. Where was he? Why had he left? Was he coming back? Rumors flooded social media. Fan theories spiraled into madness. Some said Solo was injured. Others claimed he was training for a new version of himself. Some even believed he was being retrained by elders of the Anoa family. And then, a cryptic video aired on SmackDown, May 31st. Black screen. A voice. "You replaced me." Static. Flashing images. Samoan tattoos. Broken chains. Red eyes in darkness. Then, the words, "Solo returns, next week." The crowd erupted. Twitter exploded. Jacob Fatu. He laughed it off. Solo Sikoa returns. June 7, 2025. A date burned into WWE history. The main event of SmackDown was about to start. Jacob Fatu vs. Sheamus. But before the bell could ring, the arena lights went black. Smoke filled the entrance stage. A tribal drum beat echoed throughout the arena. The screen lit up with one word: Solo. Then he emerged. No entrance music. No pyro. Just Solo Sikoa. Hooded. Silent. Staring down the ring. The fans went insane. Jacob Fatu smirked inside the ring. Sheamus quietly exited the ring as the crowd buzzed in anticipation. Solo walked slowly down the ramp. No words. Just energy. Jacob Fatu stepped forward. Two titans. Face to face. Blood against blood. The tension. Nuclear. Solo raised the mic. 4 words. This ain't your bloodline. Mic drop. Cut to black. The WWE Universe was left speechless. The war of words. The following week, Solo Sikoa opened SmackDown. He stood in the center of the ring, looking directly into the camera. Solo Sikoa clip. I left because I was sick of being used. Sick of being ignored. I watched Roman fall. I watched Heyman cry. And I waited. Waited for someone to step up, but not like this. Crowd. So low. So low. Solo. Jacob Fatu. I know who you are. I've bled with you. I've fought beside you. But this savage, disrespectful, ego-tripping monster. That's not bloodline. That's betrayal. Jacob Fatu appeared on the screen laughing. Jacob Fatu clip. You walked out when we needed you. I stepped up. Now you wanna talk. Nah, Solo. You're yesterday. I'm forever. The war of words had begun. Bloodline legacy explodes. Over the next few weeks, the Bloodline civil war escalated. Solo Sikoa confronted Jacob backstage, resulting in a brutal locker room brawl that took a dozen referees to break up. Jacob Fatu interfered in Solo's first match back, costing him a victory over Karrion Kross. Solo retaliated by superkicking Fatu during a tag match, leading to a wild chase through the crowd. And then, the elder Anoa'i family members got involved. On a special edition of SmackDown, WWE aired a pre-recorded message from Rikishi, Solo's father. This isn't about ego, it's about legacy. If you two destroy each other, the whole family falls. Think hard, both of you. But the message fell on deaf ears. Jacob Fatu replied in ring. You raised a warrior. Now you get to watch him fall. Clash at Money in the Bank. It all boiled over at Money in the Bank 2025. WWE officially announced. Solo Sikoa vs. Jacob Fatu. Samoan street fight. No rules. No limits. Just blood, vengeance, and a legacy on the line. The match was brutal. Tables, chains, Samoan war clubs. The crowd was stunned as each man beat the other with terrifying precision. At one point, Solo wrapped a chain around his fist and shouted, I do this for the family. Before knocking Jacob out cold, only for Fatu to get up and laugh. But in the end, Solo stood tall. He didn't pin Jacob. He didn't make him tap. He simply stared him down, and Jacob nodded. Respect, not surrender. A temporary ceasefire in a war far from over. What comes next? After the match, rumors spread. Paul Heyman was seen backstage in a deep conversation with both men. Triple H hinted in a press conference that something big is coming for the Bloodline at SummerSlam. Some say Roman Reigns is returning. Others say a new Bloodline faction is forming, with Solo, Jacob, and a mysterious third member.